This is a story that takes place. I'm going to tell you the story. It's kind of a messy story. It takes place over a lot of years because it started with my friend Mike, who told me this story. This happened to him back in the 90s. He was going home for Christmas, and he lives in Connecticut. He grew up in Connecticut in some shitty shit town in shitty Connecticut. And he didn't like going home. He's one of those people, he came from a place, doesn't like it anymore. And he goes back, he doesn't know how to handle his family, you know? And he came from a family of white racists, and he doesn't like going home. But it's still home. So he went home for Christmas one year, and everybody's hanging out during the day, talking, having lunch. And his father and his brother both work at this factory, and his brother's grousing about his day at work. And he goes, yeah, and then this fucking nigger fell asleep with the forklift. And then my friend Mike heard that, and he went, oh, God, why am I part of this people? I hate this. And he felt bad. And then that night, he's in the kitchen, and he's having a warm milk or whatever. And I don't know why that's funny, but what that says about him. Yeah, because he's a pussy. No. He's just sort of having some time to himself, and his cousin comes downstairs. We're staying, and his cousin, he likes his cousin. That's the one person he always felt connected with. And his cousin's like, what's wrong, man? And he says, well, geez, I come home, and I hoped that everything would be, you know, normal, but then my brother says, oh, he's about the factory, and this nigger fell asleep with the forklift. And his cousin goes, oh my God, the nigger fell asleep with the forklift? So this is the first part of the story, okay? So Mike tells me that story about how he's just not listened to by anybody in his family. And then later on, I get a job writing on a TV show for Cedric the Entertainer. Great guy. And he had a show, and he hired a writing staff, half white writers, half black writers. So at lunchtime, we talked about race. It was just, we'd have these provocative, interesting conversations, trading notes about race with the white writers and the black writers. And I told that story. I told the whole thing about the guy, nigger in the forklift, and then the cousin saying, well, the nigger in the forklift. And then one of the writers, a black writer, he goes, there's nothing worse than a nigger falling asleep at the forklift. Making it harder for the rest of us. Still, nobody's quite hearing what my friend was going through. And then, about a year later, I'm hanging out with my friend Dino. Dino's Greek. He has no dog in the race. He doesn't care either way. He's Greek. Greeks aren't white or black. He's just got a big nose and he just stands there. I told Dino the whole story. I told him about the guy, the forklift, and then the black writer. And then Dino says, how do you fall asleep at a forklift? My oldest daughter's gonna be 13 next year. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. That's all the parents ahead of you always go like, yeah, yeah, wait till she, that's when you get. I'm not afraid of her teenagehood. It's gonna be challenging and difficult, and she'll meet the challenges. You know, I'm always proud of my kid. She's a good kid. Now, some parents are really afraid of their daughters. A lot of dads get scared. Like, I don't know what to do. I have this friend, his daughter's 15. He's like, she's gonna start having sex. I don't know what to do. She's gonna have sex. What do I do? I'm like, well, you don't do anything. You don't have a role in that at all. You're the father. No role. Not supportive or advisory, nothing. But what if she has a bad sexual experience? Oh, she's gonna have a number of those. Oh, yes, she is. Her whole life is gonna be just walking through a blizzard of bad dicks, just... Ow. Dicks. Just... Jesus. What the fuck? That was a big one. Holy fuck, I'm just trying to get to work. The little one, the 9-year-old, life's a little simpler. Tap dancing. She takes tap dancing class. We started her with tap dancing because we figure by the time she grows up, it'll be the 1930s again. And yeah, she'll have this thing she can do that nobody enjoys watching. Do you know who the audience is for tap dancing? The parents of tap dancing students. That's all of it. Because we all have to go to the show at the end of the tap dancing semester. And they have a big theater show, and all the kids get up there. They all tap dance in groups of threes. There's about 6,000 kids. They do about 20 minutes each. So the show's about 7 months long. And everybody dies at the end. But you go because you want to see your kid tap dance. Because that's an amazing thing. Because this was a baby. She was just a baby. She was just like, that's it. And now she's going like this. It's amazing. But you gotta watch all those other kids that you don't love at all. You gotta watch people, grown-ups do it. There's grown-up adult students and they get up there, get off, nobody's here to see you. Nobody. Your parents are dead, you're 52. Nobody came from work, nobody came from work. I take her every Thursday to tap dancing. And we go up to the school, and she puts on her tap shoes, and she goes in the room. I don't go in there, and she tap dances, and I wait outside. Because it's 40 minutes. It's not enough time to go anywhere. So I just sit there and listen to and she comes out, I'm tired of this. I don't want to go anymore. Good, don't. I don't want to bring you. Quit. Quit. I don't care. I don't push my kids into this shit. Because you got to do it too. I don't want to do it. Daddy, I'm tired of soccer. Soccer is out of our lives forever. With those words from thine mouth. Soccer is gone. I don't care. Don't go to school. I don't want to get up at 7. Don't do any of this shit, honey. I don't care. I have money. Just eat the food in the house. Stay home and eat. You and your sister don't have kids. I can cover all of us, and then we all die. That's my goal. I want to make enough money that we can just lock the door and eat the food. That's it. Daddy, what are we doing today? Go to the food room and pick something out and go to bed. That's all that's required of you. People overthink this life shit. People get all knotted up. I don't know what to do with my life. Like, I don't know, like, what I should be, or, like, I don't know. It's like, what should I, like, do with my life? Just get food, put it in. Put food in here. That's it. Put food in here. Walk around and look for food. And anytime you see any food, put it in here. Just take it and put it in here. Later, when you feel pressure, shit out the shit in there. That's it. If anybody tries to stop you from doing either of those, murder them. That's it. Doesn't have to be more complicated. Do it till you're died, till you're dead, till you're dead, died, dead. I don't know how long I'm gonna live, I have no idea. You don't really ever get to find out. You never get to go, okay, I'm dead, so 80. You don't ever get to have that thought. This is it. You get to go, this is probably it. That's your last thought. This is probably it right here. Yeah, well, we're all gonna die at some point. It's true, man. And you find out at some point, it's an interesting thing about human beings that we live with the knowledge that we're gonna die. I found out when I was 7 that everybody dies. My grandfather told me. He said, everybody dies! I wasn't even talking to him. I was just trying to blow out the candles. Now, I was 7 years old when I found out that everybody dies. And I was excited, not because everybody dies, but because I knew it. I was excited because I knew I was young to know that everybody dies. I knew that most of my friends didn't know, and I thought, I want to tell them. I want to be the one that tells everybody. I especially wanted to tell Benji, this kid across the street from me. There's this kid, Benji. He wasn't my friend. I was 7 and he was 6, but if I ever came out in my front yard, he would come out and I'd be like, oh, here he comes. Just hated him. Hated him. First person I ever hated. Like visceral hate. To me, he was a piece of shit cocksucker asshole. That's what he was to me. And I didn't even know any of those words. I just had that like as a raw feeling with no way to say it. I was too young for the feeling that I had. And then I heard somebody say piece of shit cocksucker asshole. I was like, Dad, yes, thank you. That's how, yes. Anyway, one day I was in my front yard and piece of shit Benji comes across. And he says, I got a new bike, or something like that. And I was like, you're gonna die someday. And he was like, what? No, I'm not. I said, yes, you are. Everybody dies. You're gonna die, and your mom's gonna die, and your daddy's gonna die. In that order. He was really upset, and he starts running. It's still funny to me. It still makes me laugh 40 years later. I can still see it so clearly, and it still makes me laugh. Run, Benji! You can't run from this shit, bitch! It's gonna get ya! I wonder if he's dead. Anyway. So, he came back with his mom. His mom's so angry. And then I was scared. And his mom came over. What did you say to him? And I said, I just told him that everybody dies. And she goes, well, that's not necessarily true. I was like, what? She says, well, some people die, but not everybody does. And I was so full of questions. I was like, what about Abraham Lincoln and George Washington? They're dead. Well, she said, yeah, that's because something happened to them. George Washington didn't take care of himself, and Lincoln got shot. But there's a lot of people alive from those days. And I was like, really? What about, like, Bible people? And she's like, yeah, we have to go. And then she left. Because I think she realized this is only going to get worse. She's not on a good side of this argument. And then I went to my mom. I told the whole thing. She was like, don't worry, that lady's a fucking idiot. Don't listen to her. My mom said, don't worry, baby. You're definitely going to die. People from the Bible. I wonder if people in the Bible knew they were going to be in the Bible. Like, you guys, this is totally going to be in the Bible. This is totally... You guys are going to get in the Bible, everybody. I'm going to get my roots done so I look good for the Bible.